Okay, hi. Right, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about food. Food is different in Spain to the UK. In Spain, people are very proud of their food. I think in the UK, people are not so proud of their food. Um, when I came to Spain, uh, people always told me, and it didn't matter where I went, they always told me that the food of their area was the best food in the whole of the country. So there's a kind of regional patriotism about food in Spain. I remember once I was in Galicia and I was walking along on the Camino de Santiago and I met a shepherd. And the shepherd said to me, he said, that he had been to Castilla and they had given him uh, a, a steak. They put the steak on his plate and he said, I lifted it up with my fork. And he said, you could see through the steak. He said, there's nothing like that here. And then he indicated his sheep on the hill behind me. Now, sheep are not common in Galicia, but he had sheep anyway. And he indicated the sheep like this. He said, look at my sheep. He said, what do you think they eat? And I said, I don't know. Grass? And he said, yes, grass. That's the only thing these sheep eat. They eat grass. And that's why the meat is so good. And I've heard this story in one shape or form, different ways in different parts of Spain. They often say things like, in France, they say they can make a tasty sauce to go on any kind of meat to make it taste delicious. Whereas here in Spain, we don't start out with just any kind of meat. We get the best ingredients. Now, that may be true or not. It depends on how you think about it. I have a friend, we were sitting in a restaurant and we ordered some meat. We were here in Asturias, we ordered some meat and the meat came on the plate and he instantly started to complain. He said, where's the salad? I mean, he's not Spanish, obviously. Spanish people are used to no salad. He said, where's the salad? I don't understand this country. He says, you have a huge piece of meat, a handful of French fries, and no salad. And then he looked across the restaurant and there was somebody eating a great big chunk of meat with nothing else. That was it. And it was the same story. It was the quality of the meat was the important thing. And it wasn't the sauce. There was no sauce. There was just a little bit of salt sprinkled on top. And that was all there was to it. So people here are very, very proud of the quality of the ingredients, I would say, rather than their skill in preparing it. Now, another time, my daughter was in Cambados, which is in Galicia. It's a little town on the coast where they make Albariño wine. And anyway, she was teaching in a school and it was Thanksgiving Day, which is American Thanksgiving Day, which means giving thanks. So she thought, well, I'm going to have a lesson with these kids in my class about giving thanks. So she did a little bit of introduction, told them about Thanksgiving Day, and then he said, now I want you to write a list of the 5 things that you would like to give thanks for. And she was absolutely astonished when she got the lists back, because all of the children in the class had put jamón on the list. These are kids, and they said, I am thankful for ham. I don't think any English kid would put ham on the list of things to be grateful for. So I think that tells you something about the difference between the UK and Spain. Here, people think that the ingredients are the best, that you don't have to be fancy when you cook them, and that sauces are something that French people use, and you don't really need to use fancy sauces in your cooking.